And welcome back to Praggers Gaming. I'm Gamer Praggers and this is Citizen Sleeper. Now, we've got some pretty good dice and we've got a fair amount to do. Have we got any data to sell? We do have some data to sell. We've got some stuff to do over on the Greenway. We've also got the derelict unit, which, if I could say it, would be great. That's still going. So what have we got in terms of drives? So we got build a home, which is that derelict unit. Crack Conway. That's over on the Greenway. Disable your tracker. That's Feng. Enter the Greenway. Expose Yannick. So that's over here at the moment. Find Ashton, that's Greenway. Flotilla 8, that's Greenway. Get to know Memphis. We can't do that until we've got the Matsutake mushrooms, which are in the Greenway. Improve the Overlook. And win a Sidereal ticket. So those are both two we can do here. So one of those is the Sidereal, which is here. So we'll put that in. Okay. And we got the 5, which we're gonna, the 6, sorry, which we're gonna use in Yannick. Nice. Okay, so we do need some noms. So let's get some noms to improve our energy, and then we'll go to sleep and end the cycle. We can't. Yeah, I forgot about that. We can sunbathe to get some energy back. I don't know how much energy we get back actually. We can get up to 3, but we will put another 4 in here. Nice. And we got a 5, which we'll put... Oh, the scrap freighter's back. Let's buy some scrap. Okay. I'm sure... No exchange? We can sell the components or we can play the exchange. The flow of chips and components in the exchange is complex, but a sharp eye and some tight trades can net you a good margin. Okay. Fabricator, emphasis stall, low end, block maintenance. Could get us some energy back. Let's do block maintenance. Okay. Castor. Curious data fence. You cross between 2 walls of units, one of the cavernous streets at the centre of the low end. The pressurised bridge is full of the clack of Tavla, the shouts of children, the whir of air filters. Sleeper. You don't see a man sitting at a Tavla table alone, somehow untouched by the hustle and bustle of the people around. He gestures to the stool on the opposite side of the table. Sit. You sit at the metal stool and he starts setting out the board with counters or release the filter caps. Low end is typically used in their place. Castor, he says by way of introduction, looking over his glasses. Night or day? He asks, gesturing at the caps crudely sprayed white and black. Well, good day. He rotates the board so the whitecaps are in front of you. Let's begin. You take a plastic die, each pitted and worn, and roll to determine who starts. Caster rolls a 6, you a 4. I lead, he smiles, and begins to move his first cap precisely along the board. Play passes back and forth between you, the dice changing hands as the caps spread along the board. As it does, Caster speaks, eyes not leaving the caps. It is unusual to see a sleeper on the eye. That's why I wanted to play you. You take your turn, rolling a 5 and a 6. After all, a sleeper's mind must be somehow different to a human one, being emulated, I mean. As Caster talks, you target his counters, halting his progress, but exposing your caps as you do. I don't mean to offend you, Caster meets your eye. I merely see that you are by definition different. What has been subtracted in the emulation? What has been added? He stacks a wall of counters, a boundary you must break. He hands you the dice. Do you ever think about this, sleeper? And what about what you were before and what you are now? Always. You roll a double 1 and solidify your wall. Caster whistles. The holding game, commendable. It can be brave to build from what came before. He rolls the dice and leaps your wall in a single move. But we cannot idle too long, sleeper. The slower we move, the sooner we are caught. The past you is not just an idea, a concept of you. It is a living, breathing person. He looks over his glasses, his eyes bright and wide. You split from them like a shadow splitting from its caster. They may be sleeping now, yes, but one day they will awake and carry on with their lives unaware of your fate, no matter what it may be. He hands you the dice, smiling. You are a branch severed from the main trunk, an offshoot who refuses to die, so to speak. You roll again, under pressure now, trying to slip your caps out from under Caster's before he solidifies control of the game. So what I am curious about is how you see yourself in all of this. Caster asks, what does this tangle of truths make you? Driven. Caster laughs. That much is obvious, sleeper. I see it in your eyes. You are eager to make all this count for something. Caster looks away, through the glass in the crowded units. To all the crowded units on all sides. But driven towards what? He starts removing caps, his home board now full. Is there an end here, or just endurance? You try a few more rolls, attempting to get back in the game, but Caster clears his home board with a sense of the inevitable. He has known he was winning for a while. I feel I may have pushed too far. He slides another cap from the board. I apologize. My curiosity has a habit of getting the better of me. You roll to return a cap to the board, but all the spaces are blocked. Caster claps his hands apologetically. You play well, really. Your weakness is not your game. He smiles warmly. We have much to learn from each other. He slides his glasses back up his nose and sits back. I feel we could share knowledge, ideas, perhaps even data. His eyes glint with the last word. To our mutual benefit. He slides his final cap from the board. It is over. He has won. I'll see. Please, I don't want to make you uncomfortable. He holds up his palms. My intention is only to help you endure here, and if I am able, feed my curiosities. The game over, you notice the bustle of the walkway once more, the call of the children, the deliveries, the arguments and reconciliations. They wash over you as you stand and leave, Caster nodding goodbye as you do. Crossing the walkway, you replay the moves of the game in your mind, looking for an opening you are sure was there. So there we go, Caster's table. What can we do there? Oh. 4 and 2. Oh. So we can sell more than just the one from the other place, and it's all in one place. Okay. We made a new friend. Right. So let's rest. No, let's go to that derelict unit. Because we have enough scrap to finish it now. go. Okay, so we now need to seal it. With all the materials, the unit now needs sealing section by section to be usable. It's a laborious task, but the outcome is worth it. Okay. For now, we'll go back to our container and end the cycle. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Unfortunately, we don't have the dice to spare. Yeah, that's... Oh, okay. No. Right, so let's put a 4 in. Hey, nice. And then we will... put a 5 in there. Ooh, nice. And we got some units for that. Let's go with that. Okay. Oh, and we got energy. Nice. Okay. I don't think there's anything else we can do. That's not back for another couple of... If we head up to Bliss... Okay, so we can work up there for 20 cryo. Okay. It's always a bit quicker when you've only got the 3 dice. I always find. Okay. Right, so we can... Havenage. Yeah, that's good. We can put the 3 in. This gives us 6, so we can sell that at Caster's Table. We'll put a 4 in. Nice. And if we go to the unit, nice. And then we can get a Caster's Table and yes. So it was 10, so 50. Oh. Oh, well. Interesting. Oh, but they're critical actions. Okay. Okay, so that's not as good as I thought, which makes sense. Okay. Let's put the stabilizer in. And we will end the cycle. Interesting. So, I'm assuming that... Oh, the merchant freighter. Angle overpriced, we can buy a ship mine fragment. I am going to. Because then we go to the fabricator and fabricate a ship mind. And we've got a ship mind core which we can now sell. Okay, is that's no. A Havenage agent. So we'll do that. And I think there's another one here. Get rid of the 2 2s. Okay, so we can now do that for... Nice. Okay, so we just need one more there. No, that's Emphas. Scrap freighter. No. I'm assuming that if we come to Caster's table and... Oh, that's a ship mind. Okay. Now we can buy. We can sell a ship mind for 150 cryo if we wanted to. That is now out in the. Oh no. That's only just got Erlin. Okay. Scrap freighter. We'll leave at the end of this. Not that there's anything we can do there other than work. Okay. Let's rest. And I think... no, let's get some energy. Because what we can do is, if we have a look at Caster's table, yeah, we can't do anything there. So let's go to the sidereal because we can do that, and we're going to put the 5 in. There we go. Your crew slowly filters out of the shipyard locker room, the bubbling chatter reducing with each group that leaves. There is excitement in the air. Havenage just made an announcement. The assembly teams are done. Sat on the locker room bench, you can feel the sidereal out there, its hulking mass now intimately familiar to you. Over the past cycles, you have watched it grow, be assembled. You have walked through its veins and welded its bones. Now it is ready for the final stage. It will go to testing now, then enter a final process of sealing and resealing, checking and rechecking before it's deemed suitable for its generational trip. But for now, your work is done. You can't help but feel proud. A cough interrupts your thoughts. It's Lem changing out of his work gear. Mina nowhere to be seen. He smiles. She'll be ready soon. Where's Mina? You two are fast friends, huh? She's being watched at home. Now I'm on the work team, I can afford a bit more help. He corrects himself. Was on the work team, I mean. We are all out of a job now, he quickly adds. Not that I'm complaining. Lem comes to sit beside you on the bench. She's got to be in her best shape when she carries you, Mina, and me out of here. So confident? Lem smiles apologetically. Why not? I figure I'm due a lucky turn by now. He rubs his hands nervously. No use in wondering what if, until the draw anyway, and there's a few cycles till then. Lem is right, but the odds seem unlikely anyway. How many are working in the shipyard? Hundreds? 1,000? You've certainly seen more faces than you can count pass through. And are the Celius Foundation even going to keep their promise? Out here on the Eye, you get the sense that no one will hold them to it. Why else would they be building the sidereal in a surrogate system? As you think, Lem watches you with a worried look. How's Mina doing? Lem is surprised by the question, but smiles. She's doing well. She misses having you over, actually. I need to get you two together again soon. Especially now I won't see you here either. Lem gazes into space. She's pretty stuck on you, actually. She told me the other cycle that she doesn't want to go unless you can come too, he sighs. You ever been in a thunderstorm sleeper? A real big one? I don't remember. Lem shoots you a worried look for a moment. It's something else, he smiles. The sound, the smell, the rain hammering down, the whole sky stretched out and bruised, roaring and huge. The place I was born, New Pembroke, a dry old rock in a Conway system, had 2 seasons. One of them was as dry as bone, dusty, ugly. The other was one long storm, a side effect of the terraforming efforts, they said. Rain used to rattle off the roofs like bullets. It washed the dust away, turned the streets to rivers. It'd sing us to sleep and wake us in the morning. We'd wait half a year just to see it again. The best day was the one where the first drops fell, he sniffs. Some days I wake up swearing I can hear it again. I was thinking, Mina has never seen a storm, never even felt rain. She's grown up here, the ring her only horizon, always in the dark. I want to change that for her. You will. Of course. Almost there. Lem stands stretching. Best get back to the little one anyway. With the shifts done, I reckon she'll be happy to have me home for a few cycles. He shoulders his gear. See you in a few for the draw. Good luck. Don't need it, he grins. Lem leaves, making you the last person in the cavernous locker room. As you sit, you think about the rain, and a little hope creeps in. Is it possible? Could the sidereal really take you to a planet? A place with weather, with skies, with life? You get up quickly before you can think about it anymore. It's too soon to hope. Too dangerous. There's work to be done. Okay. So we're waiting on that. Oh. Oh, the sidereal jaw. Okay. Haven's offices. Right, so we're waiting on that. That's there. So we can put in the 4. Okay, halfway there. We can't do anything at Caster's table because those are now done. Yannick's ward. So let's pop in a 3. Hey, nice. You almost laugh when you see it. The same small recorder stuck to a different wall this time. Written across the fluorescent tape is the familiar word. Sleeper. You grab it quickly. Rabia says sorry. Sabine's voice sparks up once again. She said she didn't have time to brief you before setting you up with the old man. I'm sure you've got the play by now. Earn his trust, work the block. Then we need you to get into his office. A pause. It's risky, but obviously you are the only one of us he doesn't already know. Either way, we need to locate the link to S&R. You hear a shout in the background of the recording. Rabia says be careful. Sabine continues. The data suggests there's some relay processing the implant data and sending it to S&R, but we can't lock down its position. Either he is moving it, or it's moving itself, or it is rerouting through other relays. We can't understand it. Maybe you can find some details on it in his office. Once he trusts you, you should be able to get close enough to get in the office. You'll only get one shot. The recording creaks and whines. That's the final piece of the puzzle to end this. A pause. Good luck, sleeper. I'm sorry too. Be safe. The recording clicks off, leaving you in silence. You pocket the recorder just in case and walk away. Looks like it's up to you. Okay. No, let's get some food, some energy, which I think's from here. Yes. Nice. Okay, and we got cryo as well. As you finally prize the countermeasure from the drawer, Yannick enters the room. I wouldn't touch that. He ambles in as if he just found the open door by chance. Bad things. I was looking for your medicine. Yannick laughs. He picks up a pill bottle from the desk. Not looking hot. Yannick sits at the desk. Easy there. He suddenly jerks his head up and nods rapidly. That's right. That's right. What's wrong with you? He looks down at you, those sunglasses shimmering like wind across water. Nothing wrong here. Yannick grins a wide and empty grin. Who are you on an errand for? He produces a squat black object from his pocket and thumbs a button on the side. The end of it sparks up. Yes, he pauses. That's not a problem. Myself. Yannick jerks his head to one side. Try again. He leans towards you now, black box sparking, reflecting in those shimmering glasses, a grin on his face. He barely reacts to the object that slams into the side of his head. You don't see what it is, some metal box or ornament perhaps, but you see the blood welling up from the cut it made when it glanced past. Yannick is still, and then he twists around. And he really twists. His whole body spins around a single point, his muscles shifting in some strange sequence, his head staying dead level in space, while his body moves around it. The result is sickening. Step back, sleeper. Rabia is standing in the doorway, clearly the source of the thrown object. She readies her baton. Rabbi, says Yannick, with an odd croak to his voice. Then he leaps at her. Yannick moves unlike anyone you've ever seen, disconnected, unpredictable, thin, taut muscles and angular bones. His ornate clothes whirl around him, shadowing his attacking strikes. Rabia staggers back, swinging and hitting air, hitting cloth, but not making contact. Yannick's inhuman movements throw her off, putting her on the back foot. She shouts at you, "The relay!" You grab for the drawer, ripping it open, expecting to see a chunk of tech inside, but all you see is a handful of wires and an empty implant cradle. Something's wrong. Rabia is desperately wrestling with Yannick, but she manages to throw him to the floor, where he lies still. Nothing? She shouts back. No relay? There was an implant. Rabia goes to respond, but a cracking noise makes you both look at the toppled Yannick. You both watch in horror as he stands, one leg at a strange angle. The blood runs down his face, but he doesn't react. A crack has appeared in his glasses. It suddenly hits you. The cradle, the relay. You stare at the implant on the side of Yannick's head, the shimmering glasses. He is the relay. It's him. He's the relay. As you shout, Yannick pushes forward once again, limping, broken, but dangerous. Rabia hears you and swings her baton up away from his shifting body towards the pale box on the side of his head. There is a crackle, the smell of something burning, and Yannick drops to the floor like a puppet with cut strings. Rabia doubles over, catching her breath. What was with him? Rabia speaks slowly with heavy breath. I don't know. There's no way. That was the old Yannick. She stretches, wincing at her injuries. Were they controlling him? She gives you a grave look. It's possible. Rabia sheaths her baton. But not now. We have to go, before the rest of Yetican finds out Yannick has been moided. She shakes her head. Did we just start a war? She grabs you by the arm. We need to go, now. As you both turn away into the corridor as rapid footsteps start echoing through the low end, brought by the commotion. You and Rabia exchange looks. It is done, but at what cost? Okay. We got 4 cycles before we can get to the end of that. Okay. We're going to put the scrap in. And we're going to end. So we got 5 dice. We got some decent dice actually. We're going to use the 1. Yep. And then what we'll do is okay. Do you know what? Let's use the 3. There we go. And we can feed a stray. Which we're gonna do. Okay. The stray hops up onto a work surface and looks out the unit's small window. It doesn't acknowledge your presence, it just sits there beside the tray of crumbled crackers, staring out at the low end. What is this cat's story? Are there more on the station? You haven't seen another in the low end, but in this vast megastructure that means little. There could be a whole colony of cats like this one down in the Warrens. You look at the sleek dark fur and deep sharp eyes. It doesn't look ragged, it looks at home. In fact, its presence in the unit makes you wonder if this is the stray's apartment, which you are squatting in. Though the stray is looking out at the station, you feel its attention on you, waiting for you to spring your trap. You remain relaxed and watch as something flickers in its eyes, perhaps the reflection of a passing ship. The stray settles a little and starts eating, picking at the broken crackers. You don't remember ever having been this close to an animal. It triggers something in you, a recognition of a life, totally unlike your own, but still somehow connected, parallel, even interwoven. The stray licks crumbs from its fur. Do you like it here? The stray flicks their tail at the sound of your voice. It is hard to imagine the stray liking anything, or at least being vulnerable enough to admit to it, but the stray's pleasure at existing here, in this place, shines through its every sinew. It is not that the stray is always unhappy on the eye, but that the stray is engaged by this place. It is alive here. You turn your eyes to the window, the one that the stray looks out of, and you watch both the stars and the ships together. You feel something pass between you and the stray, a kind of acknowledgement of each other, a sense that each of you might share something with the other, a point of connection. Then, all at once, the stray yawns wide, hops down from the unit, and brushes along your legs, and then it is gone, out through the unit door and back into the corridors of the low end. Okay. Replies office caster's table. Can't do anything there. And we're waiting. Oh, I know what we can do. We can put the distillery in. Or work towards it anyway. Oh, random scrap open. Oh, we got some scrap. Good news. And we can stay in our repaired unit. Okay, we are going to end the cycle and see what dice we've got. I think we're going to lose an extra condition, aren't we? Nope. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. But we do need food. So we can put the... we'll put the 5 in. Okay. And that is where we're going to call it. In the next episode, what are we going to do? We're still waiting on that. And we're waiting on that now. One more until we get the draw. And a couple more cycles before the sidereal moves. So we've got things to do. And we've still got the empty container. And we also need to have a look and start making our way into the Greenway as well. But for now, that is all we've got time for. Thank you for hanging out. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, ticking the bell so you know when new videos go live. In the description is a link to the channel Discord. Feel free to come and talk about the games you're playing, the games I'm playing, games in general. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!